I think cool thing about this building is that it was inspired by the mountains that it's in. So if you step far enough back from it, you can see the mountains. The whole campus though is sited so well that you don't see most of it from the road. And then the whole procession like leading up to the mountain is all part of how it's sited within the whole ko'olaus. The beauty of the mountains, right? The way the mountains are kind of folded, ridges come out. I mean, I think that's what he's trying to do with the columns. Is those ridges are supposed, kind of replicate the ridges of the ko'olau, and the ko'olaus are very impressive, of course, and they kind of rise out from the plain, and so I think that's all part of the image that they were trying to give in these buildings. I think it's just in general the architect's desire to tie the building into the land and to reflect the land rather than a certain culture, let's say. Like how 20s and 30s they tried to reflect more like a Mediterranean culture in the architecture because the architecture was good for the climate. And then they went to like so-called Hawaiian style, which wasn't really Hawaiian style. It was, kind of just like more climate related, but was still kind of Mediterranean. And then a little later, even the one trying to emulate like a hale, more Hawaiian, or those that try to emulate like Japanese or Chinese or Asian styles, which, kind of was to represent the melting pot in Hawaii. So this is kind of a departure in that it's representing a geographic feature of Hawaii more than a culture of Hawaii. Nice because of the way it's sited and that they're, like off-centered from each other. It's kind of nice because you can discover them. I like the way they kind of are sited at such different levels that you never really feel like it doesn't feel like dorms. And the breeze blocks are well used and well placed. It no longer has some of the reflection of what the original architect's intent was to have this very blend in with nature look. It's still a very dramatic building, I think, especially the way it's sited way on the top, as you walk up.